The Freedom Film Fest, or rather the Freedom Arts Fest as it's called this year, ended today with the screening of Call Me Kuchu. The film is about Uganda's LGBTs and their struggle against a community that's deeply opposed to homosexuality. This year's fest marks a departure from the program of previous years in that it was held with an arts festival to mark the 10th year of the Freedom Film Fest.
Idhan, tell us what's happening with what has happened over the last 2 days now, closing for Film Fest for 2012. Last couple of days, how's it been?
Well, it has been really exciting for the past yesterday and today. It is a 2 days arts festival, Freedom Arts Festival that is organized by Commerce. Every year we organize a Freedom Film Festival, but this year we decided that we should also celebrate the multi-arts, how to use the multi-arts for human rights, meaning photography, visuals, drawings, music, dance. So we had all this in the past 2 days. So it's been really hectic, you know. We have workshops, we have forums, we have film showing in 2 theaters. So it has been really very exciting and full of people and quite a very enriching experience.
Has it been better this year than the previous years?
I think there is a steady progression between last year and the years before and now. This year is like our 10th year actually, so we kind of like wanted to make it bigger. So it was quite big. We used 3 or 4 venues instead of just usually one place, no? So in that sense, big in that sense lah. I think there's a steady stream of our so-called followers, you know, followers of the film festival and the human rights activists. So these are the ones who come, and the new ones also keep coming, those that do not know about us, because by word of mouth and through the social media.
So this year, how has it been, the festival?
The festival has been quite interesting, quite special. So first year we're doing an arts festival, and all these workshops we're collaborating with new people, you know, like activists who are also artists, and they come up with something really interesting, you know, like for example now, the practice inside is actually for there's a Band Rakyat, and they had a music workshop just now where they recomposed a couple of songs which they then present to us. At the same time we had like a cartooning workshop which the children really enjoyed, actually older people too. Yeah, so those things I think made the made the festival a little bit different.
This is going to be a new formula for you? Ask the same thing to Johan just now, but you guys thought about it more?
Seriously, no, not really. Actually, I'm not really sure. I think it all depends on, I don't know lah, Shufiyan.
Was it as difficult in selecting the 3 winners this year as it was in previous year?
Actually, I think this year was a little easier. We had actually quite good selection of people. I think more importantly, they were activists who were really serious about their issues, and you could see their passion, and they did their research well. Yeah, I think that made a difference. Yeah.
We all know Trisha Yo, right?
Yeah.
But the other 2 like completely out from the blue, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course Trisha we knew, but she's totally not the artsy type. So in that sense, that it was also quite exciting to see what she would come up with, and it was possible. As for Kiaming, he's actually quite an activist in his own right. He's involved in the Occupy. Yeah, he's I think he's also involved in the socialist movement, and he's a lecturer. So theoretically, he's always been very passionate about, you know, things like the economic and the politics of economy and stuff like that. Yeah, but in terms of film also, it's something new to him. But this his approach to the film, and maybe you haven't seen it yet, has also been quite interesting.
And Silent Riot.
Silent Riot was already immediately special because it was from Sabah, and that issue, you know, was like something that even Sabahans didn't know about. You know, young people didn't know about. And it just says volumes about, you know, our history and the way that media teaches us things. You know, it's just not complete, the information, you know, so we're not at all there. So but the film is, I mean, it was really appreciated by the judges. You know.
Are you looking forward for the next one?
Well, yes, I mean, in a way, I mean, every year when doing the awards night, and you see the people coming, you know that the Freedom Film Festival is, and especially the films, are kind of appreciated. It has a niche, and people want to watch films like that, and then that kind of like energizes you. Okay, it's also nice to be like to know that your effort is kind of going somewhere, has an impact, is valued. So that keeps us going. And if you ask whether we're going to have one next year or whatever, I think it also depends on the support that we can feel from the crowd, I guess. Yeah.
Also financial support.
Yes, financial is always a big issue. For me, I mean, as I see, it's like civil society is changing. They're getting active. They're supporting in many ways. But as you know, for NGOs, it is kind of quite difficult challenge to actually source for funds, And but we are trying. Like this year, we actually set a minimum donation of $20 per day, and $30 for 2 days. And so far, actually, we've not had problems. People actually saying that, it's maybe it's just the NGOs and us needing to change our, kind of a way of thinking too. If you're providing something that is valuable, then why not? Maybe Malaysians are more supportive nowadays. Since Pakatan has taken over Selangor, we have been cooperating with the Selangor government to organize this. In a way, it has kind of given some kind of recognition to the Freedom Arts Fest, and we hope to further work together with them. I feel that this relationship to be more meaningful, it's got to be like a whole year of kind of relating one another, working together, using the films, spreading the message, and that has happened a little bit, but I think it's only at the early stages. We should maximize the relationship a lot more. Because in the end, if Pakatan is serious about not just taking over the government, but really educating and having a citizenry that understands human rights, that will get involved in helping govern the country, they need to put the money where their mouth is, which is put the money into education and human rights awareness, not just Pesta Tanglong and stuff like that. It's too much of that. We really need human rights education, and the government needs to support it.